Hey everybody, I know some of you guys have asked for this video for a while where I show all of my retail historical treasures and gems, so figured with the downtime that I have today, I would finally get to it. This weekend was really busy. I went up to New York, I filmed a couple of places up there, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but I think you'll really appreciate what we filmed. I was teamed up with Anthony from Ace's Adventure, so I think you'll really like that. But in the meantime, let's get to it, because we have a lot of stuff to cover. Starters, these are only a few of the hand baskets I have. As you can see, I have a Hills one, a red Ames hand basket, a gray Kmart basket, a Sears one, and then when we look over here, I have a big Kmart blue basket. This one right here, this black one that doesn't have anything on it, that is one I got from Food Lion. That is one I got from Food Lion, and I'm actually planning on painting the logo on the sides, so that'll be cool. I also have a red Giant Eagle hand basket, which I acquired very oddly. I was going down an alleyway in my old neighborhood, and it was just sitting in the middle of the street with some sticks in there and a brick, like literally right in the middle of the road. I had to move it to even get by. So with that said, I even looked around, it didn't appear to belong to anybody, so I just took the stuff out of it and put it on the side of the alleyway there, and I took it with me. I figured the heck with it. It's just going to get wasted here, so I have that. I'll show you that in a minute. It's down in the basement. It has hangers in there from Ames that I use for hanging up laundry in the basement when I don't want to throw something in the dryer, so I'll show you that soon. Here's one of those wonderful things I got. I got this from Anthony from Ace's Adventures, the mall game. I absolutely love this thing here. Okay, so here is the board itself. Really, really cool. As you can see, they have all kinds of different store names on there. It's really awesome. Really, really cool. There are some of the many, many cards that are in this board game. There's just so many to cover. I'm only showing a few of them here, but you get the idea. There are all kinds. I even have one in there I saw from Montgomery Ward. There's a bunch from every store, but you get the idea. This is just a sneak peek of all of the cards that come with the board game here. So you got the game pieces here. Other cards, I mean, yeah, look how many mall game cards are in here. You got, looks like play money, store lease cards. There's just so much here. It's really awesome. That covers the mall game. Then you'll see this here. My mom actually got that in the mail this year, because Montgomery Ward does still exist, but as an online retailer. They don't have any physical stores anymore, but they do exist online. So that's pretty cool. And my mom was going to throw it away, but then she asked me if I wanted it, and I said, yeah, why not? Why not? Then these two items here, they're actually not going to be mine anymore. I got these for my friend Brandy, the Dave & Buster's Ashtray and the Walgreens mug, which I really like a lot. Found these at a local thrift store. They were dirt cheap, and when I showed her pictures, she said, grab me those. So I figured I'd still show them in a video because they're still gems, and I still have them in my possession. Alright, so then we got this here. Shop Your Way member deal. It's a whole stack of papers. I got them at the Sears in Indiana Township that was closing. Guy charged me 50 cents for it, and then I got these ones too, signage papers. They split right here in the middle. Put the price points on a Shop Your Way member special. Again, 50 cents for those. Couldn't pass that up. This right here, oh, this is a gem. Got this from the Bell Vernon Kmart. I found after the store closed, it was outside, and I happened to grab that. This was really cool. It still has all these papers in it. I haven't gone through any of them. I don't know if I will or not. I mean, I'll check to see if there's anything interesting, but I just thought it was really cool that I found that. Especially since it has the old logo on it. And then you know that logo. So, but yeah, that's really cool. Then, the health assurance, the choice is yours. You might have seen this in my original Ames video. 4 years at Hills. I found this in the office upstairs at Ames, out in Economy. And, yeah, I actually found a few things, too, I put in here. Here was an old Ames application for employment. We found it was a little dirty because I found it on the floor, but I couldn't resist. I had to grab it. So, I grabbed that. Next up is the Hills Focused Health Plan Summary Plan Description. That was in there, too. You know, pretty darn good condition, too. It's from August of 1992. So I got that, too. I have this, too. I don't know why I saved this, too. It was the last receipt I got from the Sears at Indiana Mall. It's when I bought some fixtures, a couple other things while I was there. So I kept that. Don't know why, but I just felt like it. I put this in here so nothing would happen to it, too. It's my Kmart Game Changer Award, which I got from the Moon Township Kmart from my buddy Jonas at work there as a manager. He gave me this when he found it in the back room. I thought that was so cool. I'd never seen anything like it, so I just wanted to put it in this folder to keep it from getting bent. You might remember this, too, from the Ames in Economy. We found this and we were looking through it, my buddy Andy and I, the guy that was in the first video with me. We were going through trying to figure out like when this ad was printed. You know, I think because of a couple of video games that were in here. Like it was going on Christmas there. Yeah, like we were looking at like movies that came out and stuff, CDs that came out then. Yeah, look, the games. So that's really cool. Available Wednesday, October 18th. Okay, then when I was at the Super Kmart out in Warren, back in October, when I filmed my first video there, I found these Kmart ads. I grabbed 2 of them. You know, they're just one-page ads, but I grabbed them anyway. Figured you never see too many ads from Kmart anymore, so I couldn't resist. I grabbed those. Here is a receipt from that Super Kmart from that trip. Pib. Couldn't resist. Had to get that. Then I got a Hills Department Store's pay stub. 2 of them, actually. From when that store out in Baden was a Hills. So that's pretty cool. Found this bad boy too. This was also in this folder when I found this inside of that Ames, was the Hills Focused Health Plan Member Handbook. Nothing bad. A couple people wrote stuff in here, you know, but not too bad. Dear Hills employee. Just awesome. You know, people wrote stuff, but couldn't resist. Look at that. Hills Focus Health Plan Physician Update. Look at that. Millville, that's where I live. What are the odds? That's cool. Alright, then you saw this in the Ames videos from out in Economy. The Ames cash register assignment papers. I got a few. Mint condition. Nothing wrong with them. And I wanted to save them. You know, I didn't want everything from that store to get destroyed. I also got, might have seen that too from the first video. Couldn't resist. I had to grab it. And like I said, I don't normally take anything from stores, but from the Ames, I had to because I didn't want any of those items in there to get destroyed because, as you know, the store is getting torn down, and I was just there last night. That movie theater across from the Ames is getting completely gutted out now. It's just a shell, and I got a good video for you guys. I'll have that up soon. But I wanted to save these items because when the store does get demolished, all these things are going to be erased from history. They're going to end up in a landfill or burned, and they'll be completely gone and destroyed. So I just wanted to preserve that stuff because retail geeks like me and a bunch of my friends, you know, we find sentimental value in these things. So that's why I got that. And I got this from the Sears out at the Indiana Mall. You know, they sold these for $1, the reusable bags. I'd never seen them before, so I thought that was really cool. So I grabbed that. it says the same thing on the other side too. Nothing different. Going back to Ames here, this was on the registers up front, you know, telling you what cards they accept. And I was able to just peel it off. It had to go slow, but I was able to peel it off, so I saved that too. And then the A+ service. This was under a glass panel on the registers there. Every register had one. And it was awesome because with a key, I was actually able to pull the glass up and out and just pull this right out. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's in great shape, so I figured I would do that to preserve this too. You know, I only took one. You know, I have that and I love this. I think this is great. So I got that. Right then, you might have seen this. A Target Walkie-Talkie. Now, I used to work for them for 6 years, and once in a while, you know, when we would leave for the day, I would forget, and I know other people do too, we would forget that these were still, like, attached to, like, our pocket or something, get in our car, and it would fall off. So I did it a couple of times, and after I had left Target, about, like, 3 months later or so, I was cleaning out the car, and I found this under the driver's seat. So God knows how long it had been in there. You know, obviously the battery's dead, but I quit working there in 2012, so I've had this since. I thought, well, you know, I got it now, I'll hang on to it. It's a retail gem too, because Target put their own logo in here where it would normally say Motorola. So there's that. Then one of my YouTube subscribers, he sent me these a while back. I put it in a live stream when I was showing him off these 3 Hot Wheels cars that are awesome. 2 of them that have Hills tags on them. Look how cheap Hot Wheels cars were in the 90s. Not that they're a whole lot more now, but still. Even that one, 88 cents. And then when Ames took over, as you can see, 99 cents. But, you know, that's about average for now. Some places charge $1.09, you know, no big deal. Grocery stores like to charge a lot more than that for no reason. I know this is going to be silly too, but I'm saving some Kmart bags too from, you know, from now. Some of these are from the Moon Township Kmart, where they just say life is ridiculously awesome. You know, on the bag has the Kmart logo up here. You know, I'm only saving a couple. You know, periodically they change the graphics on the bag, so figured why not. I'd hang on to a couple here. Some other things I got here. You remember in the very last video I did at the Moon Township Kmart, how I mentioned my buddy Jonas sold me this. I got that for 50 cents. It's the mouse pad that was at the hiring kiosk at the customer service desk. So he gave me that, which I thought was really sweet. Just because, you know, it's from Kmart with that Kmart font and colors. Got the Kmart Health Digest sign. That was by a pharmacy at a Kmart that closed. So I grabbed that. And I know it sounds silly, but this receipt here is from the Vienna, West Virginia Kmart. And even though I was never there, I got this when I got my checkout lane light here, number 5, from my good buddy Matthew. When he gave it to me, the white plastic that goes behind the numbers here, they weren't attached. So he had them in a bag, and I just retaped them, and the receipt was in there. So I figured I would save that too, you know, because that Kmart doesn't exist anymore. So I thought that was cool. And then some things I got this weekend when I was in New York. Anthony and I, we filmed a couple of Kmarts. They're not closing. They're under normal operations, but they were really impressive to check out. And I think you guys will enjoy the videos. But I never seen ads like this before, at least not at the Kmarts around Pittsburgh. So I grabbed this. I thought it was pretty sweet. You know, got one. Thought I had grabbed 2. And then it turned out I got 3 of these by mistake. I wanted to get 2 of each, but I got this one too. You know, because you never know when the company will go belly up, so wanted to get as many Kmart items as I could. But these 3 magnets right here, and I have to thank Anthony from Ace's Adventures. He has a really good eye. This one here was up on the wall right near the soda machine. And I know it just says Little Caesars hot and ready and stuff, but if you look carefully, inside Kmart. And that's in New York. And when Anthony asked for a few more, the employee behind the counter found these ones, and he gave us these ones too. And they also say inside Kmart, like this one here, and then this one up here, inside Kmart. in Wellsville, New York. So we got those. He has some too, and I got 2 of each. And, you know, it was really awesome because we split a $5 hot and ready inside of that Kmart, that little Caesars in there, and it was just awesome. It was really cool, too, because after we ate, then we walked around the store, and it was an impressive store. We found out that this Kmart here, too, is one of the top 50 performing stores in the country, and they're doing very, very well. And the front of the building actually had a makeover, and has all new paint. The letters are all new and everything, but the Kmart logo is still the old one, but it looked really cool. Okay, now I'm going to cover the things that are inside of this red Ames handbasket here. We went over everything that was in the gray Kmart basket. And in the red Ames Kmart basket, I got these few items like this here. The Kmart sign with the blue light special and Shop Your Way Rewards, Sears Kmart card advertisement. This is the handle off of a shopping cart. As you can see, it says carttv.com. But yeah, it's off of one of the shopping carts there from the Moon Township Kmart. I was able to just take it right off the cart outside after they had closed for good. So I wanted to save that, you know. I know they send the carts to other stores, but you don't see too many that have this advertisement on the actual handle there for the shopping cart. Then these Kmart balloons, I know you guys have seen them in a couple other videos. I have a whole bag full of these, which I got from the Bell Vernon Kmart. It has some of these sale today balloons, and the majority of them are the white Kmart ones. There's a ton of them in there. So I got all of those. And then I got a bunch of these tapes. Far more audio cassette tapes. This is just awesome. Still in the wrappers, never opened up. Friend of mine that lives here in Pittsburgh, he hooked me up with those. That was really cool of him. So I got those. Then you guys will remember when I was inside of the Ames in Economy, PA, I rescued a couple bags or a couple envelopes full of bike signs here. The blank orange ones and the ones that had advertisements on them for specific bikes already. So I got those too. And there was a label in there too from when it was Ames. So I thought that was really cool. I wanted to save those two from being destroyed. You know, I don't know why I grabbed these. These were from the liquidation company that took care of all the things inside of Ames there. I grabbed a couple of these. They were in a box full of hangers, you know, that I got too. So I have those. And then I have a bunch of receipts here. Here's one from Bridgeville. Look at that. $5 hot and ready. I got that when I did my last video there, as you know, they are closing. So, and now the Little Caesars is gone. This Kmart receipt here, Buffalo Road, Erie, PA. This is the one that I was at on the last day when I filmed it back in October, when they closed up for good. Then the rest of these are from the Moon Township Kmart here, Coraopolis. And I got quite a few, actually. I don't know why I saved all of them, but I got a bunch, and look who rang me out on that one, too. Jonas. So, I know it's silly, but, you know, they're from Kmart's that no longer exist. This one doesn't exist, and this one doesn't exist anymore, and pretty soon, the Bridgeville one won't either, so I figured, why not? I'll hang on to those. And then another thing I got then is this Kmart call box. Now, this one I got from the Moon Township Kmart. You know, before they closed. I got that, as they had a bunch. You can see that is tearing, because some of these actually fold. You can fold them to put them on a countertop versus hanging them up on the wall. And you'll actually remember this one here. This is the one that Nate guy on YouTube gave me.
Thank you. Someone will be with you shortly.
I love it. So I got that one, and that's just really, really cool. So yeah, I got 2 of them. This one I got to clean up the battery. The battery's leaked in the back, so I got to clean the terminals. The battery cover's broken too, but I don't mind. I got 2 of them. You know, I'm gonna preserve them both, so that's really cool. Favorite things I got too is my price scanner with the Super K and Big K logos on it. I got this from the Moon Township Kmart. My buddy found it in the back room, and he gave it to me as he said it didn't work anymore, and I just thought this was really, really cool. And that still has the original sticker on there, too, that says Super K and Big K. You can see on here, there was a sticker behind this one here. Now, this is what they put on in recent time here after the Super K and Big K names were technically dropped by the company. But the sticker underneath of it is a picture of the price scanner with somebody holding an item up to this part here, and you can actually see where it says Super K and Big K on the sticker, and it displays the price. So that's really, really cool. So I got that too. And then one day when I was out thrifting, I was at Goodwill Outlet, and I found this. And I know it's not necessarily retail related, it's just a Christmas tree topper. But look where it came from, guys. Murphy's Mart. And look how much that thing was too. Less than $5 for this. I haven't checked to see if it works, but I will try in due time. But I just loved it. When I saw Murphy's Mart, I figured, oh, I gotta grab that. I paid, you know, Goodwill Outlet, they charge you by the pound, and with everything that I bought, I think this ended up costing me like 30 cents. So I thought that was really cool. So that covers the Ames basket. Alright, so here we are. Now I'm going through the items in the Hills handbasket here, and I'll get to everything here in a moment, but just some of the things to start off with. Power Buyer Farmore hat here, the trucker cap. I got this from my friend Matthew when I traded him a Hills shopping cart, one of the Hills handbaskets here, and a couple of other Ames items and gems. He gave me this hat and some other Farmore goodies that are in the basket, which I'll get to in a minute. This thing right here is a Montgomery Ward plug-in timer. I got this from Anthony from Ace's Adventures, and it works, and it's awesome. You know, it's just so vintage. You know, I love this thing, so I like that a lot. I was so happy when he gave me this. I was so happy when he gave me that. This here is the price scanner sign. I got this from the Belle Vernon Kmart when they closed. And that's the sign that goes on top of the actual price scanner that I got from the Moon Township Kmart. So I got the complete package with that there. This here is Strobe Bat. I found this at a thrift store one day around Halloween. And as you can see right there on the front is the price tag there. And it was actually half off of this price. So I got this for $1.25. It works, but the vibrating thing inside is loose. So I got to see if I can take it apart and fix that, because the thing rattles when it's operating, so it's kind of annoying. But you know, for $1.25, I thought it was cool. Plus it's in the original box and it has the Hills tag on it, so I thought that was awesome. In this bag here is the bag I was saying. It has all the other Kmart balloons I got from the Belle Vernon Kmart. You saw just a minute ago the white Kmart balloons that I have. Well, here's the bag with the rest of them in there. There's a ton in there, so that's cool. Continuing on, I got everything out of the Hills basket there. As you can see, that's the one side. And then on the other, it says Lee. Hills discounts Lee every day. So that's awesome. So we'll put this over here. I got lots of goodies in this one. Lots of plastic bags, too. And advertisements. This here is one of those, like, pom-poms or whatever, with a Farmore tag I got from my friend Matthew. He gave me that when we were trading all those goodies, so he hooked me up with that too, and that was really cool. I got this on eBay because I actually found it on there. It was like, I think $10 with free shipping. And I figured, you know, I used to collect die-cast, but I really liked it because it was the Ames 40th anniversary one. And the car itself says Ames on it, you know, all the way around. So I thought that was really cool. So, you know, 1 of 5,000 too. But I like that. That's pretty sweet. I like that for as cheap as that was. So that's that. Then we got some advertisements. This came from the Moon Township Kmart. If you remember in the one update video, we found this on the floor. And on the back, it has the Kmart logo with bluelight.com, which is now a defunct website. Look at that. September 24th through September 29, 2000. It was on the floor under a gondola in that Kmart since then. So, 18 years, it was tucked under the floor, and I happened to rescue it. And you might have remembered, too, from the Super Kmart, when I happened to go look at the produce bags, they say Kmart Super Center on there, so I grabbed a ton of them, you know, to have, you know, just that really cool item there, because, as you guys know, the last Super Kmart is closing, and will be gone in early April. Here we got more bike signs from the Ames, and on one of my last adventures inside of that Ames there, I found these Ames price tags, you know, all X'd out. They were in a cardboard tube behind the service counter, the layaway desk, when I went there with my friend Brandy. And, you know, it was funny with how many times I had been in there before that I hadn't seen that. So that was really cool. And funny story, too, when I was inside of that Ames last night doing a video for you guys there, I found a couple more things at that store that I never saw before. And I don't know how I missed it, so I grabbed that. Now, this bag here has some things in there. I'm going to take them out to show you. Check that out. It's mostly price tags in here, so I'll show you that in a minute. But, like, for example, Murphy's. So actually, I took out more price tags than I thought. They're actually in my jewelry counter. But we found this, too. Some of my grandma's sewing stuff. It's a Sears wrapper that goes around a roll of yarn. You know, so we got that with the old Sears logo on it, which is really cool. And on the back, it actually says Sears Roebuck & Co. So that's really, really cool. So we got that. Another Murphy's tag. And then, you guys ready for this? It's faded, so it's going to be hard to see. A Hills receipt. Store number 47, register 10. We found it with my grandma's sewing stuff. Look at that, January 5th, 1990. I was not even 2 years old yet. There is some writing on the back. My grandma, this is my grandma's handwriting. That's my name on there. She used to call me WJ all the time. She put my name and birth date on there, and I'm covering up the year, even though everybody knows what I'm going to be this year. So that was really cool that she wrote my name on there. So it's like it was meant to be. I'm glad we found that. So that's really cool. I have no idea what this was, but we found this with my grandpa's painting stuff. I guess it's just like a little paint cup you clip it onto something. I'm not really sure. But on the back, look at the price tag. Gimbals. Awesome. And then another price tag that was in that bag. It fell on the floor and I just noticed it. That's right. A Zare tag. That's sweet. So I got that as well. Alright, time to cover some plastic bags here. I found these outside of the Moon Township Kmart when they were closing. Has the shopyourway.com site on there. This is the older style bag. As you know, now they use the Life is Ridiculously Awesome graphic on the bags. So I got those. So those are really cool. I also have these, thanks to my friend Matthew. Check this out. Far more plastic bags. I got a whole stack of these too. He got a whole box of them, so he hooked me up, you know, when we were trading things when I first met him. So that was really, really cool of him. I'll be honest, I don't remember where this came from. I think I found this at Goodwill Outlet, Kmart Pharmacy, reusable tote. Pretty sure I found this at Goodwill Outlet, and I think it was like, after the whole weight thing, it was like probably like 20 cents or 30 cents or something like that. But still, this was really, really cool. And as soon as I saw that, Kmart Pharmacy, I grabbed that immediately. So I got that. It has one little stain on it, but I'm going to see if I can clean that. I haven't really touched it yet since I found it. So I got that. Then here we go with some awesome plastic bags here, guys. Ames, next day or free. Quality film developing. Has the red logo on it. Red signage. That's from the 80s, before they went to the white and teal. So there's that. So I got that. That's really, really cool. And here you guys go. This one, you're going to love this one. Here's another plastic bag. Murphy's Mart. The friendly store. And they're folded up. You know, I just have them folded to fit them in the handbasket. There's nothing on there on the back side. But Murphy's Mart, that's a good one. You guys are going to love this one, too. Wait till you see this one. It was funny. Remember that that Christmas tree topper that said Murphy's Mart on it? I found at Goodwill Outlet. Guess what bag it was in? No, it wasn't a Murphy Mart bag, but check it out. Look at that. Old Kmart Celebrates Christmas in America plastic bag. How cool is that? I'm like, dude, I want the bag. And we got some more here, too. Lots of bags. Lots and lots of bags. Since I moved in with my mom for now, I was going up in the attic, and we have found a gold mine of bags. I still haven't even gone through all of them, so there will be another video up the road with more gems, more plastic bags and stuff. But we found a bunch of these up there, too. And this was a local grocery store here in Pittsburgh. They closed up many years ago, and the one that we went to was on McKnight Road in Pittsburgh's North Hills. It's now North Hills Toyota. And there was a little Chinese restaurant attached to the grocery store. That Chinese restaurant still exists and is still doing business. But as for the grocery store here, they're extinct. So we have that. I have a few of these, actually. So that's really cool. And hold on. Not done yet, guys. Got some more. Goodwill Outlet is where this bag came from. There's another one. Leewards. From what I understand... Now, see, I'm not 100% sure about this store, but from what I understand, they were purchased by Michaels. So, that's really cool. I think it was Michaels. It was either Michaels or Joann Fabrics. It was one of those, but got that, and I couldn't let that go. And they just keep getting better, guys. And there's more bags I'll show you in a little bit here. This is just what I have in the basket for right now. Check out this old Sears bag. 1990s. Isn't that cool? Then I got this Dollar General little reusable bag here, and I got a cup too. I have that. That was from a Dollar General that had its grand opening sale in, I think it was November, on Pittsburgh's north side. They opened up where it used to be Family Dollar, and they converted the store over to a Dollar General. As you know, Dollar General owns Family Dollar, so they converted it to a Dollar General. And they, on their grand opening day, I didn't know. I had no idea. The first time I went into that store was an hour after they opened for the very first time, and I was wondering why. With that said, I was wondering why there were so many people in there shopping. I had no idea. Everything in the store was half off. So that was really cool. So I got a bunch of goodies, because I had to get deodorant and some other toiletries and stuff, and I was in the area because I had to stop at the post office. And I figured, I'll stop here. This is sweet. So we got that. And, alright, guys. We found this bag in the attic a while back. And, I waited till last to show you this out of the handbasket here. Look how freaking big this Hills bag is. And it's in mint condition, too. Other than being folded, it's amazing. Famous for low prices every day, Hills. And like I said, it's just folded. There are no rips, no tears. Look at that. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. My favorite store. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed part 1 of my Retail Gems collection videos. I didn't realize with all the stuff I have that it would take so long, but there's a part 2 and a part 3 that there will be for this. So I'll have those up in the next few days as a celebration for 2,000 subscribers. And I'm planning on doing something awesome soon, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you're interested, and there's no obligation for this, I did finally activate my Patreon campaign. If you wish to donate to help keep this channel going so I can go out of town and film awesome videos for you guys all over, you know, while I can, just go to patreon.com/WallyB26 and you can donate there. There's no obligation. I don't want you to think that I'm asking for help. It's all on what you want to do, if you feel like doing it or not. Like I said, all proceeds will help put gas in the car and pay for lodging. So when I go out of town to film places, it'll help cover those costs. Because, you know, as, you know, for me to go out, it costs money to put gas in the car, you know, to stay overnight somewhere so I can bring you these videos. So, but that's all up to you. You know, if you want to or don't want to, whatever, it's your call. I don't care. It helps, though, every penny, so if you do, thank you. That's why there's Google ad revenue on my videos, because the money raised from the ad revenue on my videos helps cover those costs. So with that said, I'm going to sign off for now. Stay tuned for part 2. That'll be up in the next couple of days for you guys. There's so much stuff. And since I filmed the video a couple of weeks ago, you know, adding everything up, I've already got a bunch more gems. So I'll put those in the last part. So stay tuned for that. You're really going to like the one thing I got. And it's right there in front of me. And I'm not going to ruin the surprise. I want to tease you guys as to wondering what it might be. It's something I've wanted really bad, though. So, anyway, take care, guys, and stay awesome. Talk to you later. Bye.